Hi, this is Alexia from Colosoft. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to deploy nChronos on your network. nChronos is a network forensic analysis application designed for long-term traffic recording and analyzing. With nChronos, you can analyze and troubleshoot not only real-time network issues, but those that occurred hours or days ago. nChronos consists of nChronos Server and nChronos Console. The nChronos Server is the core of nChronos, used for traffic capture, analysis, statistics, and storage. The nChronos Console is an application which accesses nChronos Server to obtain the data for presentation, output, retrieval, and drill down. The nChronos Console uses client-server technology to communicate with nChronos Server and retrieve the desired historical network data. Using this architecture, the nChronos Server requires at least two network ports. One is the capture interface, and the other is the management interface. The management interface allows the nChronos Server to communicate with nChronos Console for configuring the server. The capture interface is connected to a mirrored port on the switch, which is mirrored with the network traffic you want to monitor. Enabling port mirroring on your switch or installing a network tap is required to allow nChronos to capture the network traffic. To effectively monitor and analyze your network, the most important thing is to capture the right traffic. This means you will need to install the nChronos Server in the right location on your network. The first and most popular implementation method for deployment for nChronos is to deploy nChronos Server on a Layer 3 switch on a server farm in LAN. This will allow nChronos Console to access the servers and collect the traffic data for each server or LAN. Here's a simplified view of this deployment for nChronos. This is the core switch. We mirror the traffic to a mirror port and then connect the mirror port to the capture interface on the nChronos Server. Now we connect the management interface on the nChronos Server to another LAN interface for communicating with the nChronos Console. Here is a more simplified deployment for nChronos. On the core switch, mirror the traffic to a mirror port. Connect the capture interface to the mirror port, and the management interface is for communication. In this example, I have an nChronos server which contains one management interface and two capture interfaces. The management interface has an IP of 192.168.9.37. Therefore, I can use the nChronos console to obtain data from the server using the management interface 9.37. Now I launch nChronos console, add the server to the console, connect, and then I can view the data. Additionally, you can access the nChronos server to make configuration changes through the management interface 9.37. Open a browser, type the management interface IP address, type the username and password, and click Login to log in and make configurations. nChronos configurations are covered in another video. Thanks for watching this video on nChronos deployment. For more information, visit www.colosoft.com and download your free trial of nChronos to test it on your network today.